writing is a very recent passion. I don't remember being a prolific writer before I joined as a lecturer. I think the story is very interesting. I think a year back, 2 years back, right? 2 years back, when I was kind of discussing Alaripu with my students and Athletic Kala during my lecture, and I would just jot down points and say, okay, this is how we need to do it, this is how we need to work it out. I slowly realized that I slowly chanced upon my own discovery about certain aspects of Alaripu which I didn't know earlier. Or I did know, but I did not spot there would be a principle underlying it in the context of choreography or in the context of the structure of Alaripu. So, as an adventure, I said, chalo, let's start experimenting with Alaripus, let's start doing it in every tal. I remember Madurai Muralidharan had already done the experiment, say, 15 years back, and I had gone through those, and I knew exactly what was his idea about doing that. After that, I did not really touch upon the topic, but I got interested into this due to some other area, due to some other discoveries which I made and my analysis of it, which I have noted down in the book. So I think the writing happened by chance. I think writing happened because I realized I had to tell something which probably has not been laid down clearly. While Madurai Muralidharan has already recorded those Alaripus, my idea was about creating a do-it-yourself book. It's like a book which explains Alaripu, explains the innermost principles, explains certain principles which you are not probably aware of. That okay, this is what it is, and this is how it has been done, and then it gives you an opportunity to explore it on your own. While I have laid down the Alaripus, the notation, all the 35 talents. So I think writing happened when I joined this department. Otherwise, when you're working as a freelancer, you have to keep the balance. You have to keep your bank balance running. So you're doing double work in the context of choreography and performance and teaching, which doesn't happen when you join as a lecturer. Now you can discuss, and you're dealing with an age group above 18, which is not the case when you're working as a freelancer. That's not how it works. So automatically you get time to pursue much more serious stuff and much more serious academic topics. So writing is all about now, and I think if everything goes well, I might be coming out in another book in another 2-3 years, if everything goes well. So my foray into writing has been related to my academic activity. I give full credit to my state at Lalit Kala Kendra, my work as a lecturer at Lalit Kala Kendra, and I give full credit to this college for nurturing me into the field of writing. The response for the book is amazing because it's a very specialized book. It's not like, it's not a fiction novel or anything. Besides, my target area was also the performing arts colleges all over the world who are interested in polyrhythms. And this is another book which talks about polyrhythms in the context of dance, especially South Indian dance, which is Bharatanatyam, with Carnatic music as its base, Carnatic Tala system as its base. So that has been really nice because the response has not been there from India, because it's a book which is available on Kindle. It's there. I have had sales from France, from UK, from USA, and that has been really very encouraging, which means that as I grey post 60s, I might also have becoming a full-time writer. I always say that. Yeah, one of the comments which I got was, we have never seen such a book being written on Alaripu. This is the first of its kind, and it kind of goes into a very uncharted territory of Chapu Talams, and how you can create your own Chapu Talams, which is also quite a bold statement to say. So there are some firsts happening there, and I'm not saying that this might be agreeable to many people. Because I have got responses like, this is not a very traditional way of looking at it. But my whole answer to this question was, then why would I write this book? If I had only to, translate the tradition in the thing. I think it is traditional in a way, because I'm not breaking any traditional principle, but it is a way of looking at Alaripus, and I think it's the tradition which has helped me to analyze what it is, what it consists of. So in that context, I think it's a very unusual book, and people who love mathematics have bought that book. It's very clear. People who don't really love mathematics, maybe that not really be a great book to read with, because it is after the first 10 pages of giving very detailed analysis of this item, the rest 50 pages are notations which you should be able to decipher, which is on the bar system, Western bar method. People who are absolutely purists that only these Alaripus can be done may not like it, but that's fine. The fact that they have bought my book itself is itself kind of says that I have reached a certain point of success. So I'm very happy to know that the response of the book has been mixed. Not everybody has been, oh yeah, this is very interesting, or oh, this is unusual. But everybody has said this thing that, oh, we have never chanced upon a book which talks about Alaripu, and it kind of puts many questions. And that is what my whole intention was, that it should raise questions, and it has raised questions, and everybody is kind of thinking. And I have percussionists from Mumbai who are talking about it, who are saying, this is a new method. We have not really. I don't know whether you can really do that, but okay, you have. I cannot say no to it either. So that's very interesting, and that's a very interesting dialogue which you have with percussionists, and I think in the context of academics, this is very good. I'm discovering myself at every moment. I don't know whether I just got to know from my writing that okay, I used to think that I'm not patient, but writing gives you a lot of encourages you to be patient. Writing is writing is very, very tasking in that context. I remember after I wrote this book, I have gone through minimum 5 proofreadings, and it took a year to actually finalize, okay, this is my book now. So I think it encourages you to be very, very patient. So it also encourages you to be very introspective, because while you're proofreading, you're again correcting mistakes, you're again asking questions. Hey, does that make sense? Am I really communicating it right, or this sounding good, too meaningful, but actually it doesn't make any sense? So there are these multiple screening mirrors which you create for yourself, and you're screening yourself consistently, you're dissecting yourself consistently. So it makes you very introspective. But I guess because I am not used to writing, this kind of became a revelation to me. That you have to be so prim and precise about what you say. Davesh Soneji's Unfinished Gestures. No necessary ranking. I'm not going to rank them.
Yeah.
They're just the most important ones. And I'm only the context of performing arts, of course. Miza Dora by Roni Devhate. Dance Analysis by a selected group of scholars, which is there on Kindle. A Handbook of Choreography, which is an amazing book also. I never thought somebody could write it that way, in an informal fashion, but making it so relevant.
तो आपोआपच नाचायला सुरू करायचा. मग त्याच्या मोठ्या भावाचंही हे लक्षात आलं, आणि मुलगा असूनही तो तसा मागे राहिला नाही. म्हणजे तर त्याच्या टीचर असं म्हणले होते की 12 वर्षाच्या